All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makak double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. I'm gonna try and split the topics of this video, man. And one of the things I'm gonna talk about in this lesson is that if you've got children, yeah, you're doing your children a disservice by not letting them know that they're an Israelite, because it gives understanding to all the things that they're gonna experience in this wicked world, man. Right? So if you've got a child and you don't teach them that they're an Israelite, and you're telling them that they're black, right, and that their culture is rap music and twerking, right, and gangs, you really are showing your child a dysfunctional way, man. And then the other thing I'm going to talk about is how God is going to judge this world using violence. All right, the Most High Yahweh, in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, is going to judge this world using violence, man. So first, I'm going to do quickly is talk about how teaching your son grieves your enemy, man. Right? This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 1. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. And that's what a lot of parents in this world, they don't do. They don't rebuke their child and chastise their child when their child's young, knowing that the child's going to be an adult longer than they're going to be anything else. They'll try and, especially because the majority of Israelite children are raised by their mom. Moms don't like to hear their child cry, or don't like to see their child moody or upset or anything like that. So they'll think that they're being a good parent by making the child be happy all the time, right? And then that ends up making the child be a degenerate that can't take no for an answer, right? But fathers are not supposed to be like that, man, right? And mothers, in fact, are not supposed to be like that neither, right? He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he might have joy of him in the end. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance, because when his son's around, people are going to be like, wow, that's your son. He's quite something, isn't he? Rather than you being embarrassed every time your son's name comes up. Verse 3, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. So when we're teaching our children, if we have children, man, if we're teaching our children, right, or if you're teaching the younger people of your family that they're Israelites, you're grieving the enemy, because when these Edomites try these passive aggressive games that they always try against the Israelites that are ignorant and unlearned about who they are, they can run circles around them, man. But when you know who these people are, we're always expecting them to do some bullshit, right? We're always expecting them to be the devil. We're waiting for them to be the devil. When we get around an Edomite, we're waiting for the bullshit, man. And then when it comes, we're like, yep, there we go. Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. There's the rust. There's the wickedness of his rust, man. Right? His rusty wickedness, there it is. We ain't shocked, we ain't surprised by their wicked nature, man, because we know who they are already. We know that they're the devil, man. It's not a shock for me to hear about Edomites doing wickedness to Israelites no more. I'm not shocked by that. I know that they're going to do it, and I know why. So it's a good thing to teach your children about who these people are, man. Now, that's just that point quickly. But the next point I'm going to make is that God is going to judge the earth with violence, man. You got a lot of people in this world that they think they know the Bible and they have a problem with violence, right? Right? And they always say, oh, let God judge me. Who are you? No one can judge me but God. But what they don't understand is that God is going to judge them. And he's going to use violence to do it, man. Extreme violence. He's got how God's going to judge the earth. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse. Well, we can start here. Woe to the world. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. God's going to be the one that's sanctioning this taking place. God's going to make these people get very violent with each other on this earth, right? Because there's a lot of people in all of these cities and all these towns, in all of the workplaces that we've either working now or that we've been in previously, that these people are annoying, man, right? But one of the reasons why these people can be so annoying as they are and so antagonizing is because violence is not able to be enacted on these people in order for judgment to be brought to these people, man. Violence is a judgment, right? When the Israelites went into the Atlantic slave trade, that was violence. That was a judgment from Yahweh for disobedience. That's judgment, man. Violence is judgment. And Yahweh is going to judge this wicked world using violence, man. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's violence. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. Why is he not going to be able to go into the city? Because if he does try and go into the city, violence is going to be used to stop him from going into there, because Yahweh is going to make people get violent. Verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. That's violence, man. God's going to make these people get violent. Verse 20, behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith Yahweh power, my right hand will not spare the sinners, and my sword will not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. So all you Edomites, all your ugly Edomite children, right? All you Ishmaelites, all you people that say everything against the Israelites, man. All you people that have got a problem with God and a problem with his anointed, God's going to bring violence on all of you. He's going to make World War III happen. And in this World War III, you're all going to be getting violent with each other, man. And when this takes place, we ain't going to cry. We ain't going to shed no tears for you people, because in the midst of that time, all of you people are going to have been killing and slaying us. There's a lot of people that, you people in this wicked world, that don't believe in the scriptures, that you want to hurt us, really. Right? When you walk past us on the street, we ain't even did nothing to you, and you want to hurt us, because you know that our spirit is against your spirit, and you know that our ways are against your ways, and you want to hurt us, man, but you're not going to be able to. And anyone that you are able to do anything to, God sanctioned that you are allowed to do that particular violence, but in the end, violence is going to meet you. Verse 23, for the fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like straw that is kindled, because he's going to burn you all, man. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sinneth against him, and therefore delivereth them into death and destruction. Violence, man. God's going to bring violence. Yahweh is going to bring violence to the whole earth, man. And the violent judgments that have been supposed to get acted out on this world, that have so long been without attendance, they're going to be punctual on that day, man. They're going to be right on time to every single person that deserves them. Every single person that deserves judgment in that time is going to get them. Every single one of you, man. All you antagonizers, all you wicked neighbors of all these different Israelites around the world that are trying to run schemes, right? Not even knowing that these people could seriously hurt you if they wanted to, man. Some of these people, we could rock your world if we wanted to, man. But we're trying to be sheep, not wolves, right? We're trying to be fishers, not hunters, man. But you wicked ass people in this world, you're hunting after our soul. You're hunting after us, man. You're trying to do things behind us. Some of you people are praying towards evil spirits against us, man. Doing Ouija boards, all kind of dodgy stuff against the Israelites. And you think that it's not being seen that you're doing it, but it's being done, though. And God's going to judge all of you, man. He's got things waiting to where he's going to get all of you people, man. All of you wicked scumbags, man, that think you're good people, but you're not. You're scumbag, you're dirt, man. You people are wicked. And I mean that straight from my heart, man. You people are wicked assholes out there, man. 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss, when they began to be shot into the end of the world. And when this happens, let's see who's going to be prideful then, man. People can laugh at this video. Oh, who's this waste, man? What does he know about the Lord? What does he? Well, when it happens, when World War III takes place and everyone's scared, right, including even me, and all the people that have been waiting for this to happen, what are you people that didn't expect this to happen going to be saying then? What are you going to say? What are all you prideful women that thought you could just run around doing whatever you wanted to do going to do? What are all you little nerds that have never had a fight in your life, but you talk so reckless as if you're tough guys? What are you going to do? What are all you tough guys that have been running around thinking that you're tough going to do? What are all you wise men that thought he was so wise? Oh, I understand all this. Oh, I know statistics. Oh, there'd never be war because it's mutually assured destruction. Well, when it happens, let's see how smart you are then. All you rich guys that you thought you could just buy yourself out of any situation, let's see then. What are you going to be saying then, man? For all you scumbag people out there, man. Yahweh's going to use violence to judge you people, man. And you don't have to believe it. Seeing's believing, right? And you people are going to see it with your own eyes. Just like how you saw that lockdown come upon you and you cowards ran to the nearest health center and got slammed in with God knows what they put into your body, right? You cowards, right? That's the same way you people are going to run towards the charagma that they're going to give you. You're going to run towards that piece of tech that they're going to give you all to say this is what you have to use to prove that you're down with what we're saying. And you're going to run to that too. Because you people ain't got a backbone. You've got a backbone against the weak, but you ain't got a backbone with those that are mightier than you. Because you're cowards, man. Verse 13 again, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and he's going to aim that bow, man. That bow is going to get pinged off at America, at Israel, at England. I hope this place gets some of them too, man. And I live here. I hope that England gets some of these arrows aimed at it too, man. Some of these ICBMs too, man. Right? Because this place is proud. Other than America, this might be the next proud place. But some of the people over here, I would say, are more proud than America, man. I would say that some of them are even worse. The devils over here have a special kind of devil, man, that is hard to even describe. They ain't no more or less wicked than the Edomites over there, but they're even more subtle with their wicked tongue because they ain't got the access to the sword like how the Edomites in America have got access to the sword. So they have to be even more cunning and serpent and go back more to even their ways from the serpent of the Garden of Eden, man. They got to conjure onto that spirit even more because they ain't got access to the sword like that in mass at the lower levels. So they're even more crafty, man, with their wickedness in certain cases. Let me go back to this verse 13. For stronger is his right hand that bendeth the bow. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 13. For stronger is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the end of the world. So everywhere that they're a target for, it's going to land there, man. Violence. Verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So it's going to happen, man. But you people don't think it's going to happen. But look at how you cowards were when the lockdown came. You didn't know how to do. All you knew how to do was get into your car, drive down to the supermarket and bolt buy toilet roll and bolt buy hand sanitizer and bolt buy water. You didn't know nothing else. You didn't know nothing else. You were shook. When a particular brother in Hawaii, when there was a nuclear scare over there, right? He had his most viewers on his live stream ever, and he was I remember watching it, man. He was just chilling outside the front of his house, right, reading the scriptures, and they had all you clowns on there trying to want to try and get a breakdown from him and a precept then. But where are you people at now? How many of you are listening to him now talk? Now that you know that nothing happened? And how many of you probably tried to turn back and be like, oh yeah, I remember there was that one guy that had that channel in Hawaii. When the lockdown came, how many of you people tried to do that then? You people are jokers, man, and Yahweh's going to judge you people with violence, man. You people have got a problem with us talking. But when Yahweh moves, that's when you really know it's going down, man. But you people will get scared from an XL bully dog running down the street. And then people think you're tough and you think you can handle Yahweh's judgment, but you're scared of one dog. One big 9-stone dog will sprawl out, make the whole street sprawl out, man, and they'll flee, man, like cockroaches. Yet everyone gets proud and thinks that they can talk reckless to Yahweh. But one dog can make a whole shopping. If there's one, let me use an example, man. Let's say that people in Stratford Shopping Centre or Westfield, as it's called in London, right, or Bullring Shopping Centre, Selfridges and all that, heard that there was one XL bully dog on the loose there. One. That whole shopping centre, I bet you, would be cleared out as soon as people saw the dog. And if it's just running around growling, looking at everyone like it wants to take a chunk out of them, they'd run. Yet people get proud with Yahweh's judgments that they've read about, man, because they ain't seen him move yet. Once he moves, then they're going to know, man. They're going to experience the violence, man. They forgot what he did. Some of them have forgot what he did with the flood. So he's going to have to show them something else. Verse 15, for the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. That was 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 15. For the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plague shall not be sent. Even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Meaning they're going to land, and it's going to keep going until things get destroyed, man. It's going to keep going until it reaches the amount of death that it's supposed to bring upon the earth. It's going to keep going, man. And then we're going to see how proud you people are then, man. We're going to see how proud you Edomites, you ugly children, right? All you heathens in your stupid ways. We're going to see if you people are going to want to bow down to rats and worship elephants then, man. And worship cows. We're going to see, man. We're going to see if you're going to pray to cows in that day. We're going to see. We're going to see if all you people that believe in these other gods, we're going to see if your gods predicted this stuff was going to happen, man. Because we don't hear you talking about it now. So when it happens, you're going to say, oh yeah, this is what our God, nah, man. You never said about it before. Only the Israelites have been talking about these things taking place before. Because we've been waiting for this to happen, man. And even when we didn't know in our flesh that we were waiting for it, our spirit was waiting for it, man, before we was even born. Our nation's been waiting for this. To be free from you heathen tramps, man. Verse 17. Verse 17. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Now we know who we're waiting for to deliver us in those days. Right? But the destruction is going to be so great that it's going to seem like, man, we need help. But we know who we're expecting to save us in those days. Yahweh Shai. But who are all of you people expecting to save you? You people that believe in elephants being gods now and cows. Are them cows going to save you in that time? You Christians that believe that the Messiah is a so-called white man, even though the Bible don't mention that anywhere, is he going to come out of the sky and save you? Is he? No, he's not, because he don't exist, bruv. That thing that you Christians are waiting for don't exist, man. You Christians thinking that there ain't going to be no violence done on the earth and that you're going to get raptured out before anything happens. Why do you think you deserve that? How many of you Christians even showed faith in God to not do what they told you to do from 2020 up till now? How many of you showed faith to God in that time? And you think you're going to show faith in a time before? You think Yahweh is going to take you out of earth when you didn't even show faith to him then? You think that the God of the Bible is going to show mercy to you people when you didn't even show any faith to him then? You just ran and scrambled off to go and do exactly what you was told, man. But then some of you Christians want to say, oh, we're not into what government say. Yes, you are. Yes, you are into what government say, because when the government told you to do things, you ran and did it, man. Don't try and play. A lot of you ran to it, man. You idiots. I'm getting angry even thinking about you people, man, because you're quite disgusting, man. It's quite disgusting how you people are. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine. That's going to be one of the ways that death is going to be called. And great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And that goes for everyone. What are you going to do, man? when all of these things take place? Are you going to be prideful then? Are you going to laugh? Are you going to hear a video saying something that you don't like and then just turn it off? Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to be able to get on a comment board and try and make a dumb joke? Are you going to be able to get on a comment board and try and be racist and blame black people for why there's a nuclear war taking place when we don't have nukes? Are you going to be able to blame us for why this is taking place? Are you going to be able to blame us for why there's a world war happening? Are you going to be able to do that? Or are you going to have to look inwardly and see it's you people that are the problem, man? And that it's your wicked ways and your evil and your greed and your hatred that's causing this to take place, that you couldn't even get along with each other. NATO can't get along with BRICS. BRICS can't get along with NATO. They don't get along. How are you going to blame us for that? How is that our fault? That's your fault, man. You are the ones with all the weapons. That's your problem. And your problem is going to bring you problems, man, when Yahweh Shai comes back, and you don't have to believe it because you're going to see it, man. You're going to see it with your own ugly eyes. Verse 20. In fact, verse 19. Behold, the famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a moment. Now, you don't have to believe it again, man. We never used to believe some of the things that was going to happen to us. Even in our lives now, we can get proud and think, oh, nah, if I do this, nothing's going to happen. And then when it happens, and then the tears are running down faces, and then we're praying to the Lord now for mercy, then now we know that it can happen. But you people don't know the Lord like how we know the Lord, man. You don't know the Lord like how we know the Lord. And you're going to get to experience it firsthand, man, when Yahweh's hand is over you for judgment. Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. So you people still ain't going to even get it. Even when all of this stuff's happening, you're still not going to get it. And that's why you're going to need to really get served up, man. You're going to need to really experience what we've experienced, man. As Israelites, you're going to need to get them curses be on you forever. So that every time you go off, you get cursed. And we're going to be that enemy that's going to be the people judging you, just like how you was our enemy, judging us when we went through the curses. Verse 21. Behold, victory shall be so good. In fact, verse 20 again. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victory shall be so good, cheap upon earth, which is what people are going to experience soon, man. It's right now, even you can kind of get victories cheap on earth, man. You can buy some clothes, right? You can buy some clothes on a payment scheme, right? And there not even be no interest on it. You can get a car on finance, right? You can get things for cheap. You can get things for cheap, man. You can have access to all the things you want for cheap. There's access to all types of things. So people don't think that nothing's going to happen, man. Behold, victory shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, which is what's happening right now. People can buy clothes and stuff like that for cheap, or buy expensive clothes on a payment plan and all that, and be dressed like they're doing it out here, right? But at the same time, people don't even know how many genders there is. And at the same time, people are getting ran down in the streets and cut up. Little teenagers, young adults are getting hurt out here. But at the same time, victories are cheap though. So people ain't worrying about it. At the same time, you can just set up a little prank channel and be antagonized, and you might be able to get rich off that. And then if anyone judges you, they'll go to jail and you'll be free. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger, the sword shall destroy. Violence, man. Yahweh is going to be bringing violence to the earth, and people don't have to believe it, man. It's good that people don't believe it. That's going to be that's prophecy that you don't believe it. But how, for you people, people can say, okay, you don't think God's going to bring it. But for you to say that you don't think this stuff can happen at all is ridiculous. But the person that's going to be bringing it is God. But if you people are saying you don't think that there's any possibility that a world war could happen, then you obviously haven't been paying attention. If you people don't think that it's possible that there could be civil war or that there could be famine, you ain't been paying attention. You ain't been looking into the world really. You've had your head in the clouds or your head in the sand. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. There shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. This is what's going to happen, man. Violence to where dead bodies are going to be cast out as dung. What do you do with dung? Throw it out, man. You throw it away. So dead bodies are going to be so much that they're going to be thrown away so that the smell don't be around those that are alive. There's going to be so much death. They're going to be like, man, throw these bodies away from us, man. We need to stay in this particular place that's safe. Throw the dead out. That's another one that's starved of death. Throw them out. Oh, there ain't enough food for all of us to survive. Don't even let no more people in. Oh, actually, now we're getting so hungry. I think we're going to need to become cannibals. That's the kind of things that's going to be happening to you wicked people out there, man. And when I'm saying that you people are ugly, some of it's talking about physical, but a lot of it's talking about you're ugly inwardly too, man, some of you people. The inside of you people is ugly. It's curdled full of wickedness, man. And you're not repentant. You don't even think you've did anything wrong. You try and look at us when we already know that we've did wickedness, man. And that's why we're hoping for mercy. We know our faults, man. Do you people know yours, though? Or do you try and pretend like you haven't did nothing wrong? And just point your fingers at us all the time? We know we've did wrong. That's why we accept that we're cursed right now. Because we accept we've did wrong. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? So there's going to be vineyards and places where there's loads of fruit growing and stuff like that, right? But the fruit's just going to drop to the ground and rot. Because there ain't going to be no one there to gather it, to put it in packages, to put a label on there, and to sell it in your Tesco's, to sell it in Asda, to sell it in M&S Food, to sell it in Waitrose, to sell it in Sainsbury's, to sell it in Morrison's, to sell it in Lidl, right? To sell it in Aldi, to sell it in all these corner shops. There ain't going to be no one to bring this food around. It's just going to rot, man. Because there's going to be no people around. There's going to be a lot of violence that's going to cause death in this earth. Verse 26, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men. So there ain't going to be no wine getting made around here. The wine's going to run out. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice, because there's going to be that few people, man. That people are going to be in solitary confinement in an open city. They're going to be looking for people, just like how you see on TV shows like The Walking Dead. They're going to be looking for people, looking right, looking left, right, hoping to see people. But then at the same time, when they do see people, they're going to be feared too, because they're not going to know whether that person's lost their mind to the evils that's taking place, and now that person's got a taste for human meat. These are the kind of things that's going to happen, man. And all you people that are proud, that didn't think this can happen, you're going to be living through this time. We're going to, even believers of God, are going to be living through this time. They're not getting raptured out of the earth before this thing takes place. They're going to live through it and survive through it so that they can get the salvation of the greatest kind, man. I'm going to end the lesson there. Yahweh is going to judge the world with violence, man. And you're not if you've got any children around you, or you've got any small people around, like you've got family members that are young and all of that, and you get a chance, tell them they're an Israelite, man. Because you're not doing them a service by not telling them who they are. Because that's how they know what's coming. And even if you want to try and say you don't believe in the Bible, right? If you don't believe that these things that I mentioned can happen, these are earthly things. You don't even have to believe in the Bible to believe that World War III can happen. World War II happened. World War I happened. You don't even have to believe in the Bible to believe that Civil War can happen. It happens to places all the time. You don't have to believe in the Bible to believe that famine can happen. Famines happen all the time, all over the world. A lockdown happened. The whole world have experienced that. So you don't have to believe in the Bible to believe that these things have happened. But the reason why these things are happening can be found in the Bible. Because people have got proud, and Yahweh is going to have to judge the whole world in violence. And I'm going to end the lesson there. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.